crafty peeps. So there goes the cat in the box. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish-kristyn. Today we are going to be kitting up The Last Supper. It is a ginormous canvas from Jaded Gem Shop. It will measure 40 centimeters by 180 centimeters, and that's over 5 feet tall. So it's going to be huge. There are 69 colors, and I did some math, and it should be approximately 116,000 drills when completed. I did have to do a little bit of planning to figure out what storage and all that jazz. We will go over that, but you're probably wondering how I finally decided which giant painting to kit up. And I will put a video in here, right here, of how we came to this decision. The votes have been tied, so I am letting the tiebreaker choose which painting I'm kitting up next. Husband, release the tiebreaker. Whichever one he eats out of first is the one that I will be kitting up. Which one will it be? Well, it looks like we are doing The Last Supper. Welcome to Browntown. Thanks a lot, Sharky. So as you can see, it is all Sharky's fault. That's right, Sharky is the one who chose The Last Supper. So, in all fairness, I did ask for your guys' opinions and thoughts, and it was pretty much split. So I couldn't decide, so I let the cat decide, and he decided to choose the brownest painting known to mankind. There are actually some other colors in this painting. There are some teals and some blues, but there's a lot of brown. But that's okay. It's going to look amazing when done, hopefully. So I am going to use the ProCase 65 that I modified to hold way more. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, there's a video. And I will try to put it in the description box down below. My husband is putting something on the bottom of it for me so the bottles do not slip through. So right now, I just have my bottles, which is all I technically need to get all of these diamonds into this case. So I have Static Art here. I have Munchy Puddin' Trashy Catty here as well. I have my Care Bear lunchbox. I have even, I put the drills in order because these are drills from Evermoment and they come in the multiple sized trains. And yeah, I needed them to be as orderific as possible because there are a lot of bags of drills. So let's get this thing started. I'm going to cut off the first number in this because I do not use that. I diamond paint by symbol, not by DMC number, but I do keep the DMC numbers on my bottles and my containers because obviously I save my drills, and if I don't have those on there, then that's going to make things a lot trickier when I go to put them away. So, and I will put this tiny little sticker in my logbook. It's almost comically tiny for how big the painting is, but that's okay. And there are lots of extra little sticker theme-bobbers here that if you have bottles that, extra bottles, you got stickers for those. So I'm going to do that. And then I have 8 large containers, 12 medium, and 72 small. Blue is going to be in the large containers. Yellow in the medium, and not marked will be in small. So in theory, I'm hoping everything fits in the bottle that I have designated. If not, I got lots of small bottles. All right. Here we go. Let's not screw this up. Alrighty, here we go. So I have these two. We have 160 and 161. Those are small bottles. Oh, look, this one already has drills in it. Just pour them in Munchy Puddin' Trashy Catty. So, one at a time. One at a time. I'm actually going to. This just seems like a bad idea. So let's just cut this and okay, put that over there. So now we have our a little more manageable to maneuver around. And it is nice because they are pre-cut and it doesn't include the quantity portion on the sticker. I mean, it's still sticky, but you don't have to put it on there. And I am using my Ephemera 3D Deep 6 tray. This is the Ghost model. It is nice and clear and frosty. I believe it was made, and I don't know if maybe it's just a bonus feature or if it was actually designed. So, well, look at that. I'm already spilling the first bottle in. That's not good. That if you use your tray on a light pad, that you could see your drills kind of shining through the tray. Why are you, oh my gosh, what? Oh dear. Okay, so I don't have my case, so I'm just putting all of the diamonds in this box that Duncan is now going to sit in. Awesome. It's gonna be one of those videos, isn't it? Here you go. There you go, buddy. He's living his best life right now. Okay, 161. Put that on there. And some of these do not have many drills at all. I think the biggest number was the black. The 310s have 6,906. Goodbye, husband. Have a good day at work. Good luck with the stupidity. And your rolled ankle. I think black is the biggest number. 69,006 drills. Because then we have 3371 is 6,072. So, all right, so our first big one. Here we go. Here we go. That looks comically small for the size container it is, but that's okay. All right, so we got this is all the 310. Doesn't look like that much. But if the drills are crappy, then it's going to seem like a lot. And Jaded Gem Shop does use resin drills, thank goodness. Because I don't think I'd be able to do a painting this big with acrylic squares. And you can choose whether you want round or square with Jade Gem Shop. I chose a square, number one, because I prefer squares better in general. And I also, if they used round, then the painting would be even bigger. And I'm already kind of concerned about how difficult it's going to be to maneuver this ginormous painting. I mean, yes, it's only technically 40 centimeters wide. So I will work on it on its side and then probably get to the halfway mark and then flip it and work on it from the other side. But that's a lot of, drill space and painting, paintings with drills. That's a lot of paintings with drills. That's a lot of areas that's been worked on and then rolled up. And so it's just towards the end, it's gonna be an interesting experience. Okay, I think that is all I'm gonna attempt to put in this giant bottle. It almost fit in there though. And if this is the one that has the most, that means all the other big ones that I dedicated for that will fit. So that's good. So I'm going to get a small, I need a pen. Duncan, could you fetch me a pen since you're just sitting there in your box? No? Why does that not surprise me that he is not willing to help? 310. So well, there's going to be a lot of interesting things about this, but I'm very curious to see how, when I put these in the case, how it all fits, because normally I put things in order by symbol, but if I'm putting them in, that's not going to work. What am I doing? If I'm putting them in the bottles, and the bottles have big, medium, small, I think I'm just going to have to kind of learn where, you know, which ones are in the big ones, which ones are in the mediums, and then the small ones I can definitely put in order, you know, by like numbers, alphabet, that kind of stuff. I have a feeling this painting is going to take a while to do. I will have plenty of time to learn. That's going to take 2 bottles. Yes, it is. And that's okay. Excuse me, Duncan. Pardon me, am I in your way? I guess I am. Okay, 310 again. It is actually sunny here today. Oh, that looks awful. Don't do it like that. Okay, no. Nope. Can't do it over. Sorry. That looks atrocious. 310. All right. Just a few more. Go in there. All right. In the box you go. Let's grab some of these small ones. Next is, we have 317. Make sure there's no other ones in there that are 317. Because I could have screwed it up. It'd be very, very easy to do so. Yes, my husband, he had to go to Walgreens and get himself an ankle brace because he rolled his ankle yesterday. Leaving work, he was getting into his car in the parking lot and just was walking, and yeah. It's like, oh my gosh. And of course it was all swollen and nasty looking, but you know, there's nothing you can really do sometimes, because I mean, he could have gone to the doctor, but they're gonna say, yep, you rolled it, just, you know, put some ice on it and try to elevate it and take some, you know, Tylenol or some ibuprofen for the pain. So normally I do encourage people to go to the doctor, but he's rolled his ankle and done all that stuff so many times that he knows when it's bad enough to need to go to the doctor. He's like, nah, it's fine. I'm like, okay. So he could stand on it, like with just 1 foot, he could stand on it. He said, yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel good, but you know, I'm not screaming and howling in pain, and I'm not, you know, falling down on the ground in agony. So like, okay. Luckily, we do have a few different urgent cares around us, so that's usually the first place we try to go for something like that, just because even before the virus, it was almost impossible to get a doctor's appointment the same day with our doctor's office. And then once the 19 hit, forget it. I've never been able to get a same day or next day appointment since that happened, which is really frustrating. And then my doctor actually left our local clinic. And so they were telling me, you know, well, you need to find a new doctor on our website and, you know, pick that doctor and, you know, then we'll transfer your information over to them. Well, every single doctor at our location was not expecting. They weren't accepting new patients. So I'm like, well, you know, I wanted a doctor that I could see for all of my appointments, you know, including my womanly appointments, you know, if you know, you know. And so I didn't really feel comfortable seeing a man doctor for that appointment. And so there were no women doctors that were taking new patients. So, oh, those have a little bit, don't be staticking me. Don't you freaking do it. I do have my static guard, but I do not need to start that garbage. No, thank you. You just go in. You go in there, and then we're just going to pull out static guard now because I am not in the mood to deal with this. So that is not static guard. That would have been awful. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm glad I actually looked before I started spraying, because this would have been a totally different kind of video. Wow. Static guard. So I spray a Q-tip and then I spray it on a paper towel. You should do it in a ventilated area. So just pretend like I have ventilation here. And if I would have known it was staticky, I wouldn't have put it in the tray. But I did. So we just have to deal with it this way. Yes, so I had to find a new doctor, but the closest doctor's office was not taking any new patients for any lady doctors. So I had to go to the one. And granted, I mean, there are locations all over around us, so it's not, you know, some of you live in, you know, a town with, you know, one doctor, and I don't even understand how that is feasible and functional. Yeah, I'm sorry. We are spoiled, and we do have tons of doctors of offices and locations and all that stuff, but it's still a pain because you get used to going to the same location and then you have to go to a different location. And so come on, go in there. I did find a doctor at a clinic just down the road, but it's the other way. But it's just frustrating because it's like, you're inconveniencing me because the doctor is leaving. Okay, well, just annoying. They're like, well, if we get more doctors and they, you know, open up for new patients, we'll contact you. And I'm like, so then I got to change doctors again? Because my concern was more like, well, what if this happens again and I find a doctor that I'm seeing and all the stuff, and then that doctor decides that they're going to leave the clinic? Because I'd seen it happen a few times. So just like, I guess I'll just take my chances with this other location and hope that the doctor sticks around. So, yeah. So, no same-day doctor's appointments around here, I swear. But urgent care is awesome if you get there early. If you get there, I don't know, an hour after they open, you could be sitting there all day, which is too bad. There are other urgent cares further away, but I mean, I'm glad we still have an option, because, you know, sometimes you don't really want to go to the emergency room because you think your kid might have an ear infection, or you think your husband might have rolled his ankle and, you know, you want to make sure that it's not broken. We actually, we owned a townhome, probably, I don't even know how many years ago that was. It's a while. and there was an urgent care just down the street. We visited that urgent care a lot. And then when we had our son, we visited that urgent care a lot because of him. And you know, it was kind of like Cheers, right? Where you walk in and they're like, hey, they already have your file pulled up, and you know, oh, who's seeing the doctor today? Like, yeah, you know us so well. But yeah. And so when we moved to where we are now, probably like, I don't know, maybe like 10 miles away, like not very far. And one of the ladies who had worked at that urgent care, the urgent care had actually closed. I don't know why, because, I mean, but, you know, whatever. Nobody asked me. And so she moved to the urgent care that's by our new house. And so we walked in and we were like, oh my gosh. So it was just funny because, you know, you see a familiar face behind the reception desk. And a lot of places aren't like that anymore, where you see the same, you know, receptionists, or even going to the dentist, you don't see the same, you know, hygienists and stuff like that. Like, I feel like there's so much turnover nowadays at places of business, and, you know, eye doctors and dentists and all the places. So it gives you a little bit of familiarity, a little bit of comfort, I think. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Those are a little hoppy. Oh, you getting out of my box now? Thanks. No, don't steal my other Q-tip. Okay, this one, ooh. Yeah, those are bouncy. That's not good. Let's give you a dryer sheet, friend. Okay, you go in there. This is for 14. We're gonna make a sticker for these very, very few diamonds. Oops, there was one stuck to my hand. And do that. Put you there. Let's get a dryer sheet and put it in there. Okay, I'm gonna try to cover. Oh my gosh, no. Maybe. Okay, which one has this that end? Maybe I'll use that to push them down. What do you think? Will that work? Okay, fantastic. Nope, there's another one. So I decided to wear my Care Bear sweatshirt for maximum color while having to handle all of these browns. Okay, so the next is our first glimmer drill. Very, very, very faint, glimmery goodness. But it's there. I promise you it's there. And so this is G415. Oh, and this is our first medium bottle. Look at that. I will say the wider mouth is definitely appreciated for some of these. Then you have more room to kind of shove it in. Ooh, oh, no. Don't waste the glimmer drills. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. Those are sticky. Let's probe it. Probe it. Hopefully that's the end with the static card. That's embarrassing. It's not. Okay, go in there. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to deal with static. I should have known better. I'm actually wondering if this also might need a small bottle. That is looking pretty darn full. Okay, there we go. Pull out some of those little, let's layer some dryer sheets in there. Let's see. Let's put a little spray on there. And then we'll cut this and then we'll kind of stick it in there. That is the one nice thing about the kits that have the Ziploc bags, is that you don't have to have your scissors out. Because every time I cut these bags open, that is a potential for me to hurt myself. I stabbed myself 2 times with tweezers over the last week. And not just like, ow, that hurts. Like, no, stab, bleeding, like blood dripping. It's like, what the heck is wrong with me? I don't need any of you to respond that, but it was frustrating because I don't want to bleed all over myself. Okay, that's not going to work. So we're just going to put it in the tray. I got to make sure I write G415 because there is one towards the end where there's the regular and then there's the glimmer of the same DMC number. I don't understand why you would do that. But again, nobody asked me. G415. I'm sure there's a reason. It just seems like it would make more sense to just make them all glimmer drills because realistically, they're not that like dramatic. They are very subtle. And I think it's the 3865. So I think it's the white. So I don't know. Come on. I saw it. There. Oh, that was just a piece of trash. Well, super helpful. Put that in there. Put that in my box before the cat sits his big old stinky butt in there. Okay, 433. Brown. Shocking. Brown, brown, brown. Yes, we needed the Care Bear sweatshirt to get as much color as humanly possible. I was sitting on the floor organizing these drills and putting them in order, you know, making sure I had all the little single packs and the multi-packs and the skinny packs and the fat packs and all that stuff. And I think I was sitting in kind of a sunbeam situation. And Duncan was sitting there, just like he was sitting here watching me earlier. And he just leaned over and I don't know how to explain what he did. You know when like somebody kind of goes up to you and like grabs you like this, or they might, you know, kind of like bop you on the side of the head on both sides. He did that to my head. He had his claws extended and bopped at my head and it hurt so bad. I screamed and I don't know what his damage was. My husband said he thinks that maybe because I was sitting in a sunbeam and these plastic bags were, you know, moving and reflecting and all the things. Maybe I, you know, like it just reflected on the side of my head and he decided that meant it was time to play with my skull. I don't know, but it hurt. And I was actually concerned that he drew blood. It was very painful. Very painful. So, but I kept grabbing at the side of my head, kind of feeling to make sure I wasn't bleeding. But I'm good. I made it. Okay, 498. So yeah, so like this one has four skinnies and one chubby. Put you in there. Oh, that is, look at those clinging on for dear life on the side of that baggage. Oh, thank you. Well, this may have to be a two-part video because I am not even through the first bag and we are already at 30 minutes. We will see. We will see. Just gonna empty that directly. Oh my gosh. That's a mess. There's that. There's that, there's that, there's that. Okay, let's just kind of touch them a little bit with the Q-tip with the static guard. It's okay, friends. Just calm down. Calm down. You need to go into the jar to fulfill your destiny of making the biggest painting that I have ever done. I'm not gonna finish this. Wow. Way to be positive, Kristen. I am not going to start this. Until I finish the Art and Soul Diamonds Last Supper painting. Because I don't think I should have more than one really big painting on the go. Besides the conversion project, but that's a little different, so it doesn't really count. Okay, there's that. Almost through our first bag though. So we have 500. So that is a little bottle because it's just one cutesy patootsy little bag of diamonds. Okay, could you just go in there nicely? Thank you. Oh, look, did you see that? They landed in the lid like good little diamonds. Oh, I'm so proud of you guys. Good job. Good job. No, I think our weather is finally starting to look like summer. Oh, that's a little crooked. Can I take it off nicely? Kind of. If I do remember correctly, I think the Jada Gem Shop labels do come off nicely. I could be remembering wrong. I'm just excited that fruit is now not so freakishly expensive. Ugh. It's like my kids get on a fruit kick and they want watermelon and cherries and strawberries and this and that. And it's just like, during the winter, it's so expensive. And that's, they want the summer fruit year round, which I don't blame them. I'm not, I can kind of eat apples, but I can only eat a few slices of apple before I'm just mentally done with it. So I get it. I feel the same way. So, but now at least it's not, you're not going to have to figure out if you're going to buy fruit or, pay for the dentist or something. And I had a watermelon the other day, and I'm sitting there cutting it in the kitchen, and people are just coming into the kitchen and grabbing giant pieces of watermelon right as the knife is going through the watermelon. I'm like, somebody's gonna get stabbed, and usually when I'm cutting something, it's me who stabs myself. But it's like, can you guys just wait for me to cut this up? Oh no, it's so good. It looks so good. It's like, I understand that it looks so good, but again, I don't need to be taking anybody down to the urgent care, because if we go at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there's going to be a line there, and there's the chance that you may not actually get to see anybody, like a doctor or somebody, because they might be like, no, sorry, we can't take anybody else. We already have 20 people in line. And I really don't want to go to the emergency room if I don't have to. Our emergency room has been, I don't know. It's been hit or miss with us. I think it just depends on, how many people they have working, which, there's such a big healthcare crisis and staffing crises, but then places keep laying people off and cutting jobs just makes absolutely no sense to me. I mean, there's a shortage of people, yet you're letting people go. Make it make sense, people, because it doesn't. Here's 543. I'm gonna cut that. Yeah, so we were, anyway, so yeah, I was cutting up watermelon and we had it for dinner, and I had made spaghetti or some kind of baked pasta type apparatus, and I put the watermelon on the same plate as the pasta, which apparently, you know, is treachery. And so my son's like, no, 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 I don't want the watermelon to get contaminated and get all the, you know, the spaghetti sauce germs. I was like, okay. So he puts it on a cloth napkin, because we use cloth napkins. I made napkins a long time ago, like small napkins when he was a baby and kind of a toddler, with, you know, like fun little prints, like, you know, Thomas the Train and dogs and cats and all that jazz. Well, I figured they were looking a little rough. You know, it had been 10 plus years. So we made some. What was that? 543. So I got some light gray fabric, and then we cut them and serged the edges. Actually, I could show you one. They are right next to me. So we cut them and we serged the edges. They're not perfect. And then I got about, like, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9 or 10 different colors of just like craft paint that you get at Joann's. Added fabric medium to them, and then we all kind of sat down and painted some different napkins. And, you know, some of them are nice looking, some of them are hideous, but it's okay. And so we've had those for, I think, 4 years now. And we have probably 30 napkins realistically, because sometimes people will just use a napkin barely and then say it's dirty. And it doesn't, and some people are like, oh my gosh, that's so much more laundry. They're not big. It's not like I'm washing 30 blankets. I mean, it's, my thing is, like, I don't like using paper napkins because it's wasteful. I mean, you're literally just throwing it away. And I mean, obviously, if there's something really gross and skanky, then yeah, maybe we'll, seriously, do you see the hopping freaking bunny rabbits over here? Then obviously we'll use something, you know, that I don't have to clean. But for the most part, we just use the cloth napkins. I don't know where I was going with that, because those jumping things just totally distracted me. Oh, okay. So I'd cut the watermelon. He put his wet, juicy watermelon on the cloth napkin. I'm like, whatever, you know, like, you got to pick the battles, right? Well, then he was eating some garlic bread, and instead of using his napkin to wipe his hands, right, he wiped his hands on the giant hunk of watermelon. And I was like, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? And he goes, what? I'm just wiping my hands. And I said, we don't wipe our hands on watermelon. That's not really cleaning your hands off. That's just covering your hands in sugary liquid. No. And I said, why? I think I said something like, you know, why would you do that? I don't know. And I'm like, no. And he's like, I don't know. And I said, well, maybe use common sense. He goes, I don't have any common sense. I was like, I am questioning that right now, actually. So, yeah. It's not okay for the spaghetti sauce to get on the watermelon, but we can wipe our filthy hands on the watermelon and then eat the watermelon? Okay. totally makes sense to me. Okay, these are still kind of jumpy. Dang. Okay, go in there. Probably gonna spill those all over. We get really good cherries here. Sometimes. Depends on the luck, but there's a very, I feel like it's a very brief period of time where the cherries are amazing and not outrageously priced. And even where we live, we get a lot of, oh, that was the first bag. Yay, first bag. Yay, second bag. We will get people that, you know, go and sit outside of, like, just on the street corner, and we'll have a bunch of cherries. And it's like, okay, I mean, I feel like you shouldn't buy things from people off of street corners, you know, like you see drug deals and stuff, but seemingly it's okay to buy fruit from people on the street corner. I like the cherries, I like the pineapple, I like some of the watermelon, not always, it's just gotta be in a mood. And then the strawberries and the blueberries and the other berries. I like berries. I love mangoes. Oh my gosh, mangoes. If I could just eat mangoes as my one true love fruit, I would, but I don't buy them very often because I feel like they're really wasteful. There's so much wasted real estate on a mango with the giant pit, and it's just not really, I feel like it's the most cost-effective fruit. But technically, you're not really buying a mango, at least around for us. I don't know how it is other places where mangoes are sold. They're not really sold by weight. They're sold by individualness. But we get some tiny little mangoes. I mean, I've seen pictures of mangoes from other, you know, tropical places, obviously. And, oh, makes my mouth water just thinking about how amazing the mangoes look. Someday I will go somewhere tropical and I will get to drink the juices of the delicious mango. Actually, I think I did have mangoes we went to Mexico. So I did have mangoes in a tropical setting once. I don't remember if they were good or not, because that was 20 years ago. I do remember some of that trip. Not a lot, but some things. Oh, no, no, no. Don't you doing that. Absolutely freaking not. Absolutely not. I don't know if this helps or not, but I'm going to pretend like it does. Go in there. Here's the mail lady. I don't think I have any packages coming today, but I could be wrong. I never know. I had something come from Amazon today, and I was like, I don't know. I really don't think I ordered something, but apparently I had. It's not my fault. Pretty sure I can just accidentally, you know, add to cart and buy now in my sleep. I try not to keep things in my cart because it was a while ago, but my mom did accidentally order everything in the Amazon cart once. She was looking for, I think, like dental floss threaders or glue sticks or something, because she's got Amazon on her iPad and it's just links to my Amazon account. That way, if she wants something, she could just add it to the cart, and then I'd buy it and all that jazz. I don't know how she did it, though, because you have to go through quite a few steps in order to really order things. So she clearly was talented, because all of a sudden, like, this giant box gets delivered from Amazon, and I'm like, what the heck is that? My husband's like, what did you order? And I'm like, I didn't order anything. But I'm one of those people that puts things in the cart for, you know, to look later, obviously, and then hopefully, you know, somebody's buying something, so then we just order, you know, buy everything. Yeah, I don't remember what all was in the cart, but there was a lot of stuff in the cart, and some of it was not stuff that I actually was meaning to purchase. It was just maybe like stuff I wanted to look up reviews of, or, you know, like hair stuff. Like maybe I can find this shampoo somewhere else, or lotion, or a toy, or a video game, or something. I honestly don't even remember what was in there, but yeah, I mean, it was humorous because I was like, I didn't order it. My husband's like, then how did it get ordered? And I'm like, I have no idea. I didn't order it. I mean, I come clean. If I spend money, I don't lie about it, because lying is not good to do in your relationships. You should not lie. So I may make excuses, but I do not lie. So he's like, well, then if you didn't order it, and, you know, one of the kids didn't order it, and so I asked my mom, because I think there was glue sticks in it or something, and I was like, I don't think she would have ordered it without telling us. And she's like, no, I didn't. And then we kind of figured out, like, she goes, well, there was this weird screen, and I was trying to go backwards, and that was kind of when she was starting to lose her vision. And so we were like, okay, yeah. So you ordered, you know, $800 worth of stuff. And it was fine. It was, I mean, some of it was stuff we were going to order, we just hadn't ordered, but yeah, it was quite humorous. So kind of made me think in the back of my mind, like, well, maybe I should keep the Amazon cart full of stuff just in case she looks at Amazon and orders some stuff again. Oh, it's fun being an adult. 747. This one needs 747. There's that. Put those in the magical box. I don't even know what time it is. Oh my gosh, it's almost 1. Jeez Louise. Mac and cheese. 754. I'm really hoping all of these drills fit into my bottles. I'm really hoping. I mean, I have more bottles that I could put them in. I don't know. I'm one of those people where I don't trust my own brain to remember where you put the extra drills. So if I have them all in bottles and I put them in a tray or a bag or something and I label it, then I'm good. But I can't leave plastic. There's no way I could just leave this bag of drills out. My cats would chew that up in a heartbeat. In my mind, it's not ready until all of the drills are in bags. Or not in bags, out of their bags. With this one, I may have, I don't know. I'm hoping they all fit. Okay, oh my gosh, those are so sticky. Why must you do that? Well, and the bad thing about the diamonds being in this style of bag is that you couldn't have done this ahead of time. With the plastic bags, the Ziploc bags, you could, you know, run a little static guard in all of them, put a little dryer sheet in, close it back up and let them settle for a little bit. Then you could do this. But you can't really do that without opening up every single bag and then hoping that they don't spill all over. 762. There's only one bag of that. Get my, when is my next? Oh, good. I'm saying I've got some bigger ones coming up. I feel like all I've been using is little ones, but that makes sense since there's more little ones than big ones. 762. Oh my goodness. Okay, those are just a little sticky. Okay, put that plastic bag in there so I don't forget about it and find it later all full of chew toy holes and gels. There's that. Okay, don't do that. Yep. 762. Go in there. 772 has one big and one little, two little. I'm looking right at it and I can't even count properly. 772. That Munchy Puddin' Trashy Catty is going to be a very, I don't even know if that end has static art on it now that I think about it. We'll just put some more on there. He is going to be full of plastic container bags. Ooh. There's that. Go in there, little friend. Oh my gosh. Come on. There's that. And get Mr. Big 772. Go like that. Oh my gosh, they literally hopped. That wasn't me stirring aggressively and spilling. Oh. No, it was not. There's that. I heard a noise. What was that? Hopefully it wasn't somebody trying to break in and trying to kidnap me. 772. We are at 801. This one is a medium. 801. 801. That's it for 801. Fantastic. And tear that off. Oh my gosh, please don't jump. Please don't jump. It's funny that it's like I have so many things that I love that are brown, and yet I don't like the color brown. I've always had brown cats. I love my cats. I've always loved my cats, even when they are a little weird and maybe not all there in the head. I still love them. Chocolate is brown. Love chocolate. And things that you make with chocolate. My favorite ice cream is brown. Chocolate and peanut butter ice cream. Peanut butter is brown. I love peanut butter. Most cookies are brown, and I love cookies. That is easily my dessert of choice when I have a choice. What else is brown? There's lots of brown things. Okay, go in there. I think for me, the brown is just when it's when it's all brown in the painting, it just gets a little monotonous. I think any color that you have a ton of just gets a little like, oh my gosh. I mean, I think I may even get tired of pink if there was a ton of pink, you know, like a bunch of pink color blocking. I'm pretty sure I would be like, I'm done with pink right now. But oops, that's also, color blocking is not also my favorite, so there's that. Okay, go. Why is that not open? It is open. Why can't I just not go in there? Yes, you are. Okay. We were at a friend's house the other, probably a month ago, realistically. Seems like yesterday, but I think it was a month ago, and I need to get out more. I need to be around other people and out of my comfort zone more, because I was very, very, very overwhelmed by noises and just everything. It's frustrating. I don't want to feel overwhelmed and like slightly annoyed at people because they're talking. I mean, people are allowed to talk, right? Or that, you know, there's, you know, noises going on, like there's a TV or there's a radio, or people are watching videos and sharing the videos with each other, or cooking noises, or just noises outside, or pet noises, and I don't know, it gets to be so overwhelming, and I used to handle it a lot better than I do now. And I don't know if it's just from getting older, or, you know, the social isolation that, you know, we kind of had to do in 2020, if that is playing a part in it. But it's hard. Well, and I think for me too. And I mean, I swear, if there's like more than like 3 people, it's overwhelming. And I don't want it to be. I really don't. I don't want to be overwhelmed when there's more than 3 people around. But it's hard when, you know, you're trying to have a conversation with somebody, and then other people will just come up and start talking, like introducing a brand new topic when you're literally in the middle of saying something. You know, I mean, I'm not saying other people can't join in the conversation, but maybe just wait until the person's done talking before starting to talk about the, you know, the crazy lady at your work, or, you know, I don't know how awesome little Billy is and his natural athletic abilities, or, you know, whatever crap it is. Like, you know, I try to be respectful and not interrupt people when they're talking. I mean, I'm not perfect by any means. Yeah. Something I need to work. What end is it? I swear, I'm just like, I keep flipping my Q-tip and I don't know which end it is. Yeah, I get overwhelmed. And so then you kind of feel like, okay, well, I guess, you know, maybe what I'm talking about isn't important, you know? I mean, obviously, if this person, their stuff is more important than they're talking, then obviously, you know, what I'm talking about is just garbage, and I deserve to be interrupted. And I think, you know, depending on the people you're with, you know, if it's family, friends, strangers, whatever, you know, sometimes I just feel like it's easier to just stop talking, just back away. Because, I mean, what am I going to do? Say, you know, hey, mind your business? I mean, yeah, I could, but I'm not going to, because I'm too polite to do that. Now, if I was in a really bad mood and I might do it, but so it's just, I don't know. It kind of makes you feel like, okay, well, maybe, you know, that person's more important than me, maybe, or, you know, I mean, and I get it. You know, some people don't have that filter of maybe I should wait my turn, or maybe I shouldn't just scream something and have everybody run over here, and, you know, because they're doing other things, or whatever it may be. And I'm also not a one-upper. That, oh my God, that drives me insane. And my husband he's not a one-upper, but he likes to mess with one-uppers. So, and if you don't know what a one-upper is, it's that person who, no matter what you do or say, they did it better or something than you. He loves those people because he will just start making things up. Trying to think of a good example. I mean, if somebody says something like, you know, yeah, one time I don't know, I drank a whole fifth of tequila, and then I, you know, did this or whatever, he'd be like, oh yeah, I drank, you know, a fifth and a half, and then I like passed a sobriety test, or just sometimes he'll do it subtly, and other times, no. He'll purposely make it outlandish, just so that person kind of goes, what? And be like, oh yeah, no, I don't believe you at all. So I think you're full of shizzle. People don't like it when you call them out, when, you know, they're trying to show off, and they're trying to brag. And some people don't even realize they're bragging, but it gets exhausting to be around the people who, it's like, you know, you have a piece of good news, right? Like, yeah, guess what? I got a B- on my test. Good, you know, I was so excited. Then you have the person who goes, oh, well, I got an A++. I got 104 points, and I wasn't even trying. And it's just like, well, you know, good for you, but I just want my moment. Those are the people that I just am like, okay, whatever. I can't. And I try not to engage, and I try to smile and nod, and, you know, I'll say things in my head. But it's not going to do anything to say things to some people, right? That's just their nature. They want to feel like they're superior to everyone else. And if you don't feed their ego, they're going to find someone else to do it. Those are static. Go in there a little. Oh my gosh. These are going to make a mess. Okay. There's that. Almost done with bag number 2. Come on. Yeah, I underestimated how many. I mean, I knew there were 4 bags with drills, but like, if there hadn't been static, I feel like I may have been able to do all these in one video, but I don't think that is going to happen. So, I need to practice going in public. I want to ask my husband, how come you don't get overwhelmed when we go places? But, you know, and then he kind of reminded me, you know, he goes to work and he's around loud machines and, you know, people with different kinds of personalities and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense, right? Oh. I don't know how to desensitize myself from being overwhelmed or in a constant state of overwhelm. 841. That's a big one too. 3 big ones in a row. Look at that. That's a lot of those. I don't know. Oh, that might not stick on that. my gosh. So, I can just see the static on the stinking bags. See, and I forgot which end I sprayed. So that's a lot of bags to staticify. Not sure what the plural on that is. Any English majors? Let me know. It's like cactus, cacti. Oh my gosh. Just go in there, please. Oh my gosh, they're all over. Plus, I might have to stop because I have to go pick up kids. Okay. That's quite a few. I have a feeling this one's going to need a little bag. Oh my gosh. Those are so stuck to the bag. I wish I could run the static art in there without having to do this individually. That's beyond frustrating. I think it's this end that has the static art. Kind of reminds me of when you're a kid and you go out in the yard and you're making you're making soup or you're making a potion, and it's really just a container with water and a bunch of random crap. That's what I feel like right now. So I'm just grabbing things and stirring them all over and spilling all over. Oh my gosh. But when I was a kid, I didn't have to deal with staticky drills because they didn't have diamond painting when I was a kid. Okay, let's... Oh, I always forget. There's still some left on there. Okay. Come on. Oh, Munchy Puddin' Trashy Catty is getting very full. Well, it doesn't help with all those little tiny bags, too. That just adds even more trash. And in our area, you know, you can only recycle certain things. You can't recycle all types of plastic. Even if it says it's recyclable, that's not a guaranteed that your local recycling plant can handle that type of plastic. Which sucks, because we all make a lot of plastic garbage every day. And even if you try to be the most environmentally friendly, conscious person, like it's impossible to not have an influx of plastic and plastic garbage. And okay, can I do 3 at once? Maybe. I mean, I can. There's a good chance I'm going to spill them all over. But did I even cut all 3 bags is the question. I think I did. Okay. Let's rub you in there. Okay. Okay. 1. Where's the other opening? Right here. It's right there. I saw it. This is more of a milk chocolate. This is like the color of my coffee. I like my coffee with, I use monk fruit sweetener to try to cut back on sugar because I love sugar. And then I have a mixture of, oh my gosh, these are so bad. Holy mother. Cacao powder, which is supposed to have, I don't know, antioxidant healing powers. I'm not healed of anything, so I don't know if it really works. Mix that with a collagen powder that's supposed to help your hair, skin, nails. I think it has protein in it, but I could be wrong. So I mix the cacao powder and the collagen powder together. Oh my gosh. In a container, and then I mix it really good so it's all. So I mix that with that, put that in the coffee, put a tiny little splash of coffee creamer. We're just going to sing the rest of the video. But I get the sugar-free kind, which kind of sucks because they barely have any good flavors in the sugar-free. And in this day and age, with how many people who are actually watching their sugar, or, you know, have diabetes or other health-related things where you have to monitor your sugars, I feel like they could give us a few options besides hazelnut, French vanilla, sweet cream, which, sorry, is basically vanilla. Don't even try to pretend like those taste differently, because they don't. Occasionally I'll find like a cinnamon roll or something, which, woo, like, feels so special. But yeah, and I've tried all the local stores too. Like when I go to a grocery store, even if it's not my normal grocery store, I will check out the creamer, and I'm always disappointed. Every once in a while I'll find one and I'll be like, oh, that's interesting. But Christmas time is the one exception where I feel like, oh my gosh, seriously, where you can find a few extra flavors. Usually I can find peppermint mocha, but you know, after you get peppermint mocha for 2 months, you're kind of like, okay. And it takes me probably 2 weeks to go through one bottle of coffee creamer, just because I just put a little bit in there. And then I use almond milk as well, because if I use the regular milk, it's not pretty for everybody around me, because the lactose is not my friend. Okay, that is gonna need a little bottle too. And these are gonna be so jumpy. They are gonna be so, whoa, didn't cut, I barely touched it. Come on. We can finish strong, guys. We can finish strong. Maybe I should try putting the other drills in the freezer. I've never had good luck with that, but some people have. Breathe into them and maybe they'll magically behave. I doubt that. But you never know. Oh my gosh, I'm just spilling these all over. Okay, I don't even know where the other one. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. This is just a mess. I don't even think I cut the middle one. Nope, I didn't. Completely solid. Oh my gosh. That's fine. Just done. I want to be done with this project. Thanks a lot, Sharky. Picking the diamond painting. That's all messy. I'm sure Beachcomber's Bounty would have had the same amount of static, honestly. Every single diamond painting I do lately has static. Try to put as much in there as humanly possible. Put that on there. Close that up. This is 842. Put 898 back. Make a sticker before I spill that all over. 842. There's that. Okay, could you behave, please? Come on. I do love the fact that this tray has this kind of lip, so I can tilt it almost vertically, and they are not falling out all over me. And now that I said that, I'm going to basically just jinx myself. Come on. Come on, go in there. I know you want to. Please fit. I don't want to do a third. I don't want to do a third bottle. That seems stupid for the amount of drills that are left. Okay, you can go in there. We're not playing that game. We are not. 842. 842. There we go. Okay, we have a few colors left. 898. That's a little one. Good job. Thanks for. Could you be good? Oh wait, no, never mind. And 3 little ones. Oh jeez. The little ones. Just get it ready because we know we're gonna need it. Okay, go in there nicely. Still some all stuck up in there. Stuck up drills. Nope, that's not the right end. How can it dry up so quickly? That's what I want to know. Okay, which end? I don't know. Does it really matter what end of the Q-tip I use? They're going to jump all over no matter what. Okay, go in there. You do that. You do that. Kind of looks like a demented piece of cotton candy. Who wants a bite? Not me. Okay, let's just pour it in the tray. I don't think I can get that into that small little bottle. Come on, please fit, please fit, please fit. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, yes. Don't forget a dryer sheet. So, there's that. Nope, you get back in there because I don't know how long it takes to get replacement drills from Jaded Gem Shop, but I don't want to find out either. So, that's all I need is to have a bunch of stuff and then spill them and need replacements and then have to wait for replacements. Technically, I have some of every color thanks to the art.drill ordering fiasco, which there's another Amazon thing where, oops, I ordered everything in the cart. But that was my husband's fault. But he actually thought I wanted everything in the cart. Which, I mean, I did. I just didn't expect him to order it. There's 900. Look at that. We're almost to the 4-digit numbers. 938. Oh, and if you have not, consider signing up to get your own Pippy the Crafty Peep sticker. Oh, that's a medium. Glad I paid attention. There is a Google Doc in the description box, as well as a description of all the, my favorite things and all the stuff. And the stickers are free. I'm not asking for money for them. It's just a little way for me to spread some cheer and potential joy. Because it's costs less to make stickers and mail them than it does to try to send everybody a diamond painting. I'll tell you that right now. Plus, I don't think my husband would let me do that, so. Okay, I think one more of these is going to fit in this bottle, and then I'm going to have to put the rest of these in a small one. that. Let's put that down there. Maybe. Come on, please fit. There we go. There's that. Whoa, Pippy, I'm sorry, I just flipped you. My gosh. I'm a monster. 938. 938 for the little bottle. Okay. All these numbers are starting to blend together in my brain. So that's when I know it's snack time. And then, let's see. And if you have not joined my Facebook group page, Crafty-ish community, if I do not approve your thingy-mabobber right away, I will. I don't look at it, you know, every hour of the day, and I don't have notifications set up. So yeah. And the only reason I have to approve it is because I don't need, you know, people trying to sell Taylor Swift tickets and, you know, all the spammy type things. So that's the only reason. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so full. I'm going to regret this when I open this later, but for right now, it works. No! Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Can I fit more in this one? Let's try. That's the first time that's happened, though. That's actually shocking that it's taken this long to get to that point. So I will take it. That is why I did try and sort them all. Sort them and put them by color. Okay. Just, can you go in nicely? Oh my gosh, maybe, maybe not. Oh my gosh. Just go in, please, please, please. Oh. Ooh, this is ugly. Okay, just go in there. I just need to be able to close you and maybe put a dryer sheet on top of you just to help smother your kibbles and bits. Okay, great. There you go. Okay. Yep. Okay, two more. 939 and 945. Then this batch is toasted. Toasted and done. And ready for its garlic butter. Yeah, I don't know. There. Okay. I see why some people don't like kitting up. Especially when it goes like this. I can very much see how people would not enjoy this process. It's fine when, you know, you're not spilling all over the place and they're hopping and dropping and bopping, but holy moly, this is a bit much. And this is also a little more diamonds than normal, I will say too. I don't know how many diamonds the average diamond painting kit has, but I'm pretty sure it's not 116,000. I mean, the conversion project that I was doing has, I think, 204,000. So that's double this, but I mean, it's also like 120 something by 120 something. I think. I don't even remember. It's been so long since I worked on it, I can't actually remember. It's a big one, too. Okay, put the dryer sheet in there. Get in there. Do your job. Seriously. Do your job. Okay. This is going to be our last one for the day. I am feeling the frustration. Just need a little bit of static guard. Come on. Work it, work it, work it. Oh, I feel them coming out on my hand. No, 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 no. Okay. Mess. Go in there, though. Okay. There's that. Oh my gosh, I almost just spilled the last one. Okay, dryer sheet, get in there. Go in there. Smack it a few more times just to make sure it does go in there. Okay, we are going to end that here because it's been almost an hour and a half and I still have all these to do. So oh geez, now I'm messing up my order. See, I'm going to recharge my phone, recharge my brain, and I will be back again for video number, wait, 2, not, that's 4. 2, video number 2. We're gonna finish kitting this up and we will put the bottles in the foam and they will not fall through the bottom of the foam. Fingers crossed on that one. And it will be ready to go and ready to be used. Yeah. So if you have not, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, hearting, farting, doing all the things. And I will be back again very, 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 very soon. Big awkward hugs. Bye, guys.